You're dirty. Period. Hi guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So today we're gonna be doing a little story time about my college roommate. I transferred to my four-year university in spring 2018. So I decided, oh my gosh, well, I'm finally at my university, like, let's dorm. Let's just start off on the fact that I applied for 3 different places, all that are like near or within the campus. Didn't get none of them. They put me all the way on the other side of campus. Our campus, it's a main campus, and then it's the graduate campus, and they put me in the grad campus. This isn't where I applied to, first off. All right. So when we get there, it was my fam and then my boyfriend, right? And we open the door and walk in. We automatically get hit. When I say hit, I mean hit with a horrible smell. It was disgusting. Like, if you had food in a trash and didn't throw it out for like 3 months, disgusting. Like, it smelled horrible. And then it was bugs flying around everywhere. Kid you not. I'm like, didn't even step fully in yet and already experienced all of this. And I was blown. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? We walk in, the garbage was full, the sink had dishes in it. It was an empty vodka bottle on top of the refrigerator, and we're just like, okay, it's disgusting in here. So while we were putting my stuff in, my boyfriend goes into the bathroom and he's like, what the is this? And he's like, I'm like, what? He's like, it looks like period blood on a napkin on the floor. And I went into the bathroom, and I kid you not, it looked like a napkin with period. I wish I took a picture of like this one. This was like literally the first day I came in there, and it's there. So, you know, we go into my room, disinfect everything. Like, mind you, this is 2019, so pre-coronavirus. But still, like, I disinfected everything before putting anything down. And yeah, so I did all of that and then left. I went back home because, mind you, I'm still working in my hometown. So, you know, school gets back in session and I meet the first roommate, and this is the sweet one. I loved her. We're gonna call her Anne. She was barely there, but she was a cool one. And then I meet the other one. We're gonna call her Susie. I don't know, but Susie, this is who the story is about. Okay. I move in. Out to the first, I talk to Anne. She's a sweetheart. Talk to Susie. She was okay. You know, you could tell that communication wasn't the best. I started noticing like little things as time go. Like when you open up the refrigerator, rotten food in the refrigerator. And mind you, Anne and Susie was there from fall, and then they're just coming back from winter break. I open up the refrigerator, and just how we got hit with that smell when we first walked in, you get hit with a smell of rotten food when you open up the refrigerator. My fam and my boyfriend was like, nope, you are not using this refrigerator. We are buying your own refrigerator to put in your personal room. Because we all had our own rooms. It was 3 of us, and it was like room. And then it wasn't even like a living space. It was just like a tiny little kitchen, a tiny little bathroom, and that was it. And this isn't the living space I asked for. I actually asked for the living space where it's like an actual couch and all of that. I started noticing, you know, we're females. We get our menstrual cycle. You know, typical. I started noticing pads, or maybe it's panty liner pads, whatever it is. But they had a garbage can in the bathroom, and you will literally see the pad with blood sitting on top of the trash. Like, literally, I'm looking at someone's bloody pad. Honey, that's not what we were taught as females. We were taught to wrap it up so nobody could see and then throw it in the garbage. Why am I looking at your bloody pad? And I know this is Susie because Anne is never at the dorm because she was working 3 jobs and she was a full-time student. She was never there. It was only me and Susie. I'm not on my period, so who else is it? So I'm just like, this is nasty. And then you'll see, like, it looks as if she like wiped herself but throws it in the trash instead of flushing it down the toilet. That threw me off too. I'm like, ew, what? I don't want. And that's the same thing that we noticed when we first moved in, is I'm moving into a place, not like I moved in with everybody else. I'm coming into, so it's as if stuff is already established. So for me to come in and try and change things is hard. So I was like, I know I was wrong for this, but I was very passive aggressive about it. I would leave notes in the bathroom. Oh, mind you, so like I said, I was working in the suburbs, so like 3 days a week I would be going home just to go to work and then come back to the dorms. So the days I was at the dorms, I would want to cook. Well, Susie was cooking a lot too, and her stuff didn't look too good. I should have took a picture of that too. It looked like it wasn't cooked all the way, but that's a whole nother story, you feel me? But it would be left disgusting. Like, you don't, like, if stuff splatters or whatnot, it wasn't cleaned after. And I'm just like, bro, who does that? And same with the refrigerator. Like, I know it was a stinky smell. Like, I didn't have no reason to look in the refrigerator because I have my own refrigerator in my room. But you know, when people open and close the refrigerator, the smell is lingering in the, it's not a living room, so I can't even say living room, an open area. So I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this open area stinking, because I know it's stinking because you're opening this thingy, so let's try and clean it. Bro, when I regret doing this, because it was 3-month-old milk in there, old chicken in there, it was splatters everywhere. Like, it was disgusting, y'all. Disgusting. Like, who does this? Who? Come on now. How were you raised? Like, anyways, I cleaned that. So at this point, me and Ann were the two people who were buying like toilet paper and soap for the place. Like, Susie was not putting in no efforts into replacing that, so we stopped. Like, I bought my own toilet paper and kept it in my room. I bought my own soap and kept it in my room, and I would bring it with me to the bathroom when I needed it and brought it right back out. This girl, the soap that was there, you know, ran out at some point. Instead of going buying her some soap, she put water inside of it, I guess, to make it last longer, but it was barely anything. It was just water. Soapy water. Like, I know the story is everywhere, but at this point I can't even keep track of when stuff was happening because everything was happening simultaneously. Like, literally, it'll be dirty bathroom, then dirty kitchen, then pads, and then this and that. Like, everything was happening simultaneously. So at this point, it's just me telling y'all what was happening in the dorm. Don't put it in no order because it was happening all at the same time. So once again, old girl was, I guess, on her period and was leaving stuff for the whole world to see. Like, baby, I don't want to see your blood. Oh, and oh girl, you know how like sometimes when you sit on the toilet you leave a little blood stain, but you wipe it up, you feel me? Like, I hope y'all better be wiping up y'all blood stains or y'all grimy, period. But baby girl didn't wipe hers. She left it right there, and best believe I left it. When I went to the bathroom, I would squat. Well, let me rewind. Whenever I went to the bathroom, I always put toilet paper on the toilet. I never sat directly on the toilet. So at this point, I was overly blown. I've been talking to my RA this whole time, but I was kind of like trying to handle it myself, but I was also passive aggressive, so that wasn't the best. But baby girl, that was the last straw. I emailed housing. I was like, yo, old girl is leaving blood on the toilet, her period blood on the toilet. At this point, this is putting me in a dangerous situation because bloodborne pathogens are a real thing. and I can't stand housing because they never ever contacted me back. I had to contact them again and tell them what was happening, and they were just like, oh yeah, talk to your RA. My RA is a student herself. I'm talking to you. But they got their own problems. So I talked to my RA, and she was like, okay, let's set up a meeting. I'm gonna email all of you guys and try and figure out a day that we could all come together. And that's what we did. We all had a day that we all was gonna come together and talk about what was happening. Before that day came, her boyfriend, Susie's boyfriend, would come every so often and whatnot. And I didn't care because my boyfriend was coming over too, you feel me? But he would leave the toilet seat up, right? And you're in a area that was all females. Why are you leaving the toilet seat up? Put it back down. Like, Anne told me one day at night she was rushing to the bathroom and just tried to sit down and fell because the toilet seat up because old boy didn't want to put it back down. Like, you are in a female area. And this happened the day that my boyfriend and he was over. So I left another note, and bro, old girl took it, ripped it, crumpled it, and threw it underneath my door. Now, how did you know that it was towards your boyfriend if mine was there too? And I generalized it. Y'all seen it right there. It was generalized. So you don't know who it was. I mean, we know who it was for, but like the way the letter was written, you don't know who that was for. All three of us, me, Anne, and Susie, all got the email, and we all agreed on a day, and we was all set. The night before, my RA texted us like, yo, the meeting's canceled. And I'm like, why? She was like, one of your roommates canceled it. It was Susie. You knew it was about you, and you waited the night before to cancel it so you could get out of it. Talk about you have tests. We all have tests. It's college. You could spend 10 minutes talking about your mess. Oh, and come to find out that when I was talking to Anne, she was telling me that she's been doing this since fall, and when the other roommate was there, she would be dirty, the same dirt, but she would tell her boyfriend that that was the other Anne and the other roommate who was that dirty, and that she tries to clean it up, but it doesn't work. Does your boyfriend not know how dirty you are? How nasty you are? Like, he's sleeping with a dirty... Let me not go there. But you dirty, honey. Nasty. You leave your stuff everywhere. You don't empty out the trash because me and Anne uses the trash in our own rooms. Like, I don't use anything that was in the public space other than to cook. And that was with my stuff. I would use my own trash and take out my own trash. I did not use that trash can. You're dirty, period. And you're in a sorority. I wonder how your sorority sister, I wonder if your sorority sisters know how dirty you are. That's the end of my rant. Y'all got to see firsthand with these pictures and videos of how disgusting my roommate was. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.